The Oppenheimer black and white scenes were a deliberate cinematography choice by Christopher Nolan to distinguish between the two timelines its story follows, with much that occurs after WW2 devoid of color. 2023's Oppenheimer centered around J. Robert Oppenheimer, Cillian Murphy, the man who created the atomic bomb. Oppenheimer depicts the events leading up to the atomic bomb's first detonation and the consequences of the technology being unleashed on the world. Based on the biography American Prometheus by Kai Bird and Martin J. Sherwin, Oppenheimer brings an all-star cast to tell the story of the Manhattan Project. However, Oppenheimer doesn't only detail Oppenheimer building the bomb but also showcases his relationship with the U.S. government and the deadly development of the first nuclear weapons, as well as the impact of his legacy on politics even after his death. Nolan did a lot with Oppenheimer, using a real atomic bomb to create a detonation scene and recreating the hearings after the bomb's creation. Nolan's use of filming in black and white plays an important role in the hearing scenes in Oppenheimer, as it's these moments, focused on Robert Downey Jr. as Lewis Strauss, that are shot in a noir style. Oppenheimer's black and white scenes are objective. The scenes without color in Oppenheimer signify moments of historical accuracy. Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer. Unlike Nolan's Memento, which used black and white and color scenes to distinguish the movement of time, Oppenheimer's use of black and white and color scenes represents the shifting perspective. The Oppenheimer black and white scenes are objective. They are moments in history that are not influenced by opinion or emotions. Oppenheimer is a historical figure, and his creation of the atomic bomb is extremely important in World War II history. Part of Oppenheimer's life is recorded history because of this, such as the hearings against him in 1954 when he refused to give up his atomic weapon security clearance. The majority of Oppenheimer's black and white sequences are of the hearing against Oppenheimer after the weapon has been detonated, with Robert Downey Jr.'s Lewis Strauss leading the case. The black and white scenes in the film present the historical perspective of what happened to Oppenheimer after the atomic bomb was used. The scenes are less about him and more about the repercussions of the bomb, as seen by others involved in the case, rather than being presented from Oppenheimer's point of view. Oppenheimer's color scenes are subjective and first-person. The color moments in Oppenheimer are when most creative license is taken. Oppenheimer's color scenes make up most of the movie and are the subjective elements of the story, as well as Oppenheimer's perspective. Nolan wrote these scenes in the first person, and they are not the exact historical facts of Oppenheimer's story but the adapted side. In these scenes, Nolan has created moments between Oppenheimer and his colleagues, his wife, and moments alone that show Oppenheimer's moral battle with creating the atomic bomb and how the desperation of war led to this scientific invention. Oppenheimer's journey to creating the atomic bomb is important as it explains his reasoning, but these are all subjective and can only be explored from Oppenheimer's perspective. Arguably, the major difference between the Oppenheimer black and white scenes and the color ones is their level of emotion in the film. There is a heightened emotional core found in the color scenes as Oppenheimer battles with the need to make the atomic bomb, as he claims they should have the bomb rather than the Nazis. Life in the Manhattan Project is also a significant aspect of the subjective view, as people were locked off from the world to ensure the project remained completely secret. The color scenes in Oppenheimer are much more tense and personal, which fits with Nolan's reasoning, as the brighter colors match the heightened emotions.